these aren't coming out of my book. I read them this morning. This is part of my reading. Even though I again want to encourage you to go out and please buy my book, Half Black, Half White: Finding Me and My Place in America. But this comes out of a small little book. It's called As Bill Sees It. And there's a couple passages that I want to mix together because I believe they're connected. The first one is called Fear and Faith. The achievement of freedom from fear is a lifetime undertaking, one that can never be wholly completed. When under heavy attack, acute illness, or in other conditions of serious insecurity, we shall all react to this emotion, well or badly. As the case may be, only the self-deceived will claim perfect freedom from fear. We finally saw that faith in some kind of God was a part of our makeup. Sometimes we had to search persistently, but He was there. He was as much a fact as we were. We found the great reality deep down within us. The next section is called, or the next reading is called, Going It Alone. Going it alone in spiritual matters is dangerous. How many times have we heard well-intentioned people claim the guidance of God when it was plain that they were mistaken? Lacking both practice and humility, they had deluded themselves and so were able to justify the most errant nonsense on the ground that this was what God had told them. People of very high spiritual development almost always insist on checking with friends or spiritual advisors the guidance they feel they have received from God. Surely, then, a novice ought not lay himself open to the chance of making foolish, perhaps tragic, blunders. While the comment or advice of others may not be infallible, it is likely to be far more specific than any direct guidance we may receive while we are still inexperienced and establishing contact with the power greater than ourselves. You know, I read both of those this morning, and I really liked them, and I think it kind of goes in hand in hand with what we were talking about with with God, God's will versus our will. What we talked about, having faith. When we talked about, dreams and going after your dreams and following that inside voice, all of it is connected. And these two really bring it back around. Because what I really get from it is that, it says that, that fear, or the fear of following, let's say, following your voice, we're all going to have that fear. For somebody to say they don't have that fear and it comes directly from God, none of the time, that just simply is not true. It can't be. They may initially have that fear and then work through the fear, then they can make a statement like that. But we're all going to have fear. And I say that because I don't want anybody to think, well, I have this fear and, well, my faith must be weak. It is just a part of it. I also like the second reading where it talked about, I'm going to say just, self-righteous people. People who think they have a direct pipeline with God and don't have, you don't have somebody in your life that you talk to about that inside voice, or just about spiritual matters. It's so important. And to be honest with that person, because a lot of times, we'll get these messages from God, and, even people that have been practicing this spirituality for a long time, still bounce it off somebody. At least I know I have. I've been at this for, 17, 18 years, 19 years, and, I still get very fearful, still feel, like I need to call somebody just to talk to somebody, to get their feedback on, and I'm blessed that I have some people in my life that I can call that really just want the best for me, that love me and will give me an honest answer, whether that honest answer is an answer that I want to hear or not. At least they'll give me an honest answer. And that's what I try to be to people that call me. And I know a lot of you that do call me, and pretty much what you're going to get from me. It's going to be an honest answer. I may try to sugarcoat it a little bit where it doesn't hurt as much, but you're going to get an honest answer. And that's all I'm obligated to do, is to have some honesty. So it's Friday. Have a good weekend. I know I have a full weekend. My son's playing AAU basketball. I got another one playing basketball someplace. A bunch of running around. But start getting in the habit of calling people and letting people know if you are fearful, or just how your day is going. Because I believe that once we do connect and we do share who we are with each other, then you get a chance to help somebody, and somebody help you, at the same time. And also too, instead of keep running those thoughts through your own mind and you deceiving yourself or rationalizing these thoughts to yourself so that you can do something that you just want to do anyway, it just helps. It just helps. You get some good direction. So anyway, have a good day, and we'll keep building on this thing next week. And next week we'll actually start really talking about real life issues, and kind of taking what we've learned maybe and applying them to what we go through on a daily basis, especially like with our families. Whether it's kids maybe that are starting to experiment with drugs, kids maybe that are starting to drink, maybe your own drinking, just those everyday life things, and maybe things that happened to us when we were young, sexual abuse and physical abuse in the home, and growing up with an alcoholic, and all those things that I'm sure people who are looking at these videos have experienced. I mean, I know that for sure, because it's so much of it out there. And for whatever reason, I run into a lot of people that have grown up in that type of household. And, I don't know how, however God works, but, He puts us in the right place at the right time with the right people around us. And, our only desire, or my only desire anyway, is that when I'm at the right place, that I have the right actions that match up with what I'm supposed to do. So anyway, God bless. Y'all have a good day. Take care. Bye.